Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Finally, another episode on the E36 Compact, and doing a bit more on the roll cage. I said in the last episode about a month ago I wouldn't do another episode until I've made a bit more progress on this. So fingers crossed, that's the plan for this episode. Just got to finish off the boxes and then I can start welding my front hoops to my main hoop. So fingers crossed I'll get that done in this episode. Also, if you are watching the video and you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, like, share, comment on the videos. I think about 80% of our viewers aren't subscribed to the channel, so if you are one of them, just click the subscribe button. Also with commenting, liking and sharing, all of that helps with the YouTube algorithm, so if you could do that, it helps the channel grow. T-shirts, I've had a couple of people asking me for one of our t-shirts. I'm putting another order in the next week or so, so if you do want one, just drop us a message on Instagram, Facebook, or comment on the YouTube video. If you've been following the channel, you'll see that our V8 and the E36 is now running, so hopefully we'll have that finished for Pete pretty soon. Getting it running was the main thing. Now that's sorted, we can get on with prop shaft and finishing off the exhaust and so on. My stroker, I haven't done anything else on that, still need to do the welding on it. So the last episode, probably about 3-4 weeks ago, I haven't touched it since. It's been parked back out the back. I'm more concerned about getting the cage done in my silver compact, so once I've done that I might have a look at the stroker again. But I'm probably planning on putting the stroker engine in the silver compact anyway, so but not decided yet, so I'll decide that at a later date. My own car, my 330, my E36, you would have seen I done the Vanis on it last week on the last episode. It didn't exactly fix all my problems. It didn't fix the problem I was looking for it to fix, which was really lumpy startup and just bad running of the car. It did give me plenty of bottom end power, which I didn't seem to have before. So I investigated it a bit more because the Vanis didn't fix the issue, and it ended up being a bad fuel pump. Put a new fuel pump in it and the car is like a different car now. And miles per gallon's gone up like by 4 miles per gallon, which is good. Yeah, so that's it for today, is get back on the cage, make a bit of progress. Yeah, so enjoy. Right, so taking the cage back out the main hoop on the front bars. I'm just going to concentrate on finishing off the boxes. This one is fine, this one's ready to be welded in. I just need to tidy that one up, put some sides on the two front ones. And then I'll just tack them into place. Yeah, so I'm going to concentrate on that now, get them completely done so they're finished. Because next on the list is basically putting the hoop in, tacking it back onto them boxes again, tacking the boxes back in place, putting the two front hoops in, and start tacking them and welding them. So I'll get as much of the welding done underneath as I can, and then I'll be able to take the boxes out from underneath, drop it down a bit more, and it'll give me a bit of room then to access the top. Yeah, so I can't really do much more without doing the front main hoops. And so I need to weld them in so they're in position and attached to the main hoop, so I can do my window bar and do everything else basically. Yeah, so that's next on the list, is tidying them up and a bit of welding. This is nearly the worst part of this, is sound deadening. I don't really film much of this stuff because it's boring, but and there's obviously easier ways of doing it. It's not too bad. It chips off on this car, but some cars it doesn't. I think somebody's there. Oh. Morning.
I made perfect timing.
Is it? What time is it?
What a bad drive.
Is it?
Yeah, it's only like half hour, but Abergavenny's all 20 now, and all the police are out.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and I'm going fucking like.
Nice.
What's up?
Cage work. Just cleaning the floor for boxes. on the front. Everything's a nightmare with this. Floor is very bent, so I'm just about to weld a new piece in to make that level. Wire loom is completely in my way. Well, fuse box from the engine bay. I'm gonna move this out of the way now just to make it a bit easier. So I haven't really filmed much of this. People have been calling around, so I've just been talking to them as I've been working. And I just serviced my sister's car with my father. So basically I plated the floor and plated the side. It was the only way I could make the side of the car level enough because it was all dented in. That's my box just tacked in place. Obviously just need to put a side on it and a side on the other side, but that can wait for now. So I probably need to do the same over that side and have a look. But yeah, slow progress once again. Sorting out the floor is probably the biggest ball ache. Over the years I've jacked this car up and I've had wheels underneath the floor and it's pushed the floor up and nothing was level. And I was trying to cut the boxes to shape and it was just becoming a ball ache. So I thought if I plated it like I done on the ones for the middle hoop, for the main hoop, it'd make it easier for me. And it makes it more solid as well rather than trying to weld to a rusty floor. Yeah, so that box is in on the passenger side, well, tacked in place. I'm gonna go out to the driver's side, have a look at that one, see what I need to do there, and probably need to plate the floor as well. So I'll get on with that. At least then my boxes are pretty much done. I can put my main hoop in and get my front hoops exactly where they're meant to be and get them tacked in place and start welding them. So it's fingers crossed the progress starts to speed up. Driver's side should be easier because I've done the passenger side already, so if I need to do the driver's side I just copy what I've done over here instead of thinking about it for ages and ages. Also sound deadening, getting that off the floor is a pain in the arse, just getting it all clean ready to weld, and no matter how much you think you've got off, there's always some bit that goes on fire. So yeah, let's move on to the next bit. Right, so the sound deadening came off much easier on this side. It chipped off all the honeycomb looking stuff I need to grind off. That's where my plate will be going up there. So as you can see, the floor isn't very level this side, a bit rusty. So I plate this side the same as I done the other. So I have all 4 boxes tacked in place. I need to clean out the car. I'll finish off and put pieces on these sides. Probably once I have them all welded in, and I'll just make 2 pieces on each side. I might do the opposite side before I weld it in, just make it easier. But at the moment they're all tacked in to where they're meant to be. As you can see, the car's a mess, so just need to give it a clean out, take all the chipped off sound deadening out. Yeah, so a bit more progress. Next I'll be, after I've cleaned it out, I'll get the main hoop back in and get the front bars, front hoops in as well, so that's the next on the list. Right, so I'm not really sure how much I've been filming on any of this. Not much, I don't think, but I'm making plenty of progress. At the welds, some steeling against the side of the car. Once again, rusty, and just more solid if I weld in some reinforced steel. So I just welded in some 3mm plate on the side. I swapped my box on the driver's side. I was going to have it like that, but obviously it's across in front of the pedal. Instead now I've got it like this, so it shouldn't be in my way. Yeah, so that should be easier. Come on the other side. So this box now is pretty much done. Just got to take it out and finish off welding a few bits. It's all fitted to the car, nice and level, and then this sits where I wanted to. So yeah, that's so once these two front boxes are done, I can start welding it in place. Everything seems to fit good so far. Oops. That's my top one, and it's in the same position on the other side. Yeah, so once we finish off the box on the driver's side, just make the sides for it, weld it and tack it in place. I can then start welding the front hoops to the main lower bar. Yeah, as I said, I don't know how much I've been filming. I've been doing this over a few weeks, so as I said on the last episode, I'd hopefully been a bit of progress on this one. So the plan is hopefully I want to start welding the front roll hoops to the main bar, and by the time this episode is finished, fingers crossed. It's getting easier as I go along, mainly because I'm doing more. But yeah, so that's it. So stick with me and try to do as much as I can in this episode. But as I said, the goal for this one is to start welding in the front hoops. Once they're done, I'll weld in underneath, take the boxes out, drop it down, weld them around the top, and then I can move on with the next bit. I don't know what that is yet, but I'll think about it. Probably the bar across the front window. Yeah, so let's see how that goes. So about time I gave it a quick hoover, got all of the dust and shit out. Just getting ready to tack this box in, so I can start making the sides. So currently doing the sides on this front driver's box. I made the box a slight bit smaller because the first one I made was coming right in front of that pedal, which was no good, but that's plenty of room for my foot there. I'll put a floor plate in the car as well, so it won't be a problem. Let's get this front bar moved out of the way now, and I'll get this tacked into place. So I'm just welding in along the top piece, and then just doing a little bit of weld on the front piece. I'll build a back box, the back part in here, and then I'll take it out and I'll weld it all together and weld on the opposite side and everything, make sure it's all strong before welding it back in. Just making sure I'm getting it as solid as possible while it's in the car, so it doesn't move out of shape once I start applying heat to it and welding the other side. Okay, so that's all 4 boxes welded in place. Now I've tacked in place. Finished off the floor over there. So I'm about to tack the main hook back in. Oh shit. I'm about to tack the main hook back in. Just going to get it all level now, tack it onto the bottom boxes, and then I can tack the front hoops in place. Don't think I get them welded today, but at least I can get them tacked in, and then I can make my roof bar across the window the next day. So yeah, so let's get them tacked in. They all fit nicely. I've notched them, I've ground each end, so fingers crossed they go smoothly. Tack this one in now. You know it's tacked in place. Let's hope this thing fits. So, tacked in. So, it's been a long time coming, but for me it feels like quite a lot of progress to have these tacked in place. I've only tacked them lightly onto the box. It'll give me room then to weld all the way around them. I don't really want to weld them now because I've been working on it for the last 4 or 5 hours, and I'm not sure if I want to go back at it with a fresh head. I don't want to ruin the welding. It's one thing laying welds on flat pieces of metal, but welding upside down is a pain in the arse. So yeah, I'm happy with how it is. You see, I could probably weld it to the car there. Not that that makes any difference because I'm slightly off on the other side. I did have it where I could weld it, but now that I've put it all in place, it's slightly off. Yeah, happy with how it's going. I don't need a bit more tube, so I can finish off and do the back bit and the door bars and stuff like that. But at the moment, good progress. I'm happy with how it's going. I need to do the bar above the window next. Hopefully that should be easy enough. Straight across here. If I can get away with a straight bar, that'd be much easier. But I might have to put a bend in each end. Not sure yet. Also, not sure if I need to put a bar between these two here. I'll find out. I don't think I do, but if I do, I do. Yeah, pretty happy so far. So yeah, I think I'll leave this episode here. As I said, I've been doing bits and pieces over the last 3-4 weeks, mainly sorting out the boxes, painting the floor, because the floor was just rusted and shit, so basically cutting pieces out of the floor and then putting new plates over the top. Same with painting the side of the car where the boxes are going. The side of it was rusty, so it's better I fix it now. No point welding boxes to rust, plus it'll look shite. It looks a lot better now that I've welded it to the actual metal. Yeah, fingers crossed I can progress now a bit faster on this. I'll order some tube from Stakesies in a week. I'll probably get another 2 lengths. They come in like 5 metre lengths, so I'll get another 2 lengths just to make sure I have enough, and in case I make any more mistakes. Yeah, probably another episode next week maybe, once again depending on how much I can get done on it. But yeah, if you have watched and you've enjoyed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like, share, all of that stuff, as I keep saying. Once again, if you want one of our t-shirts, drop us a message, I can sort one out for you. And yeah, so thanks for watching and see you next time.